morning, everybody. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. My name's Taylor Smith, and today we're going to be going over our 2024 Renegade Veracruz. This is a 30 VRM. So something super cool about this unit is that it's 30.5 feet long. It's a little bit lifted and it is four-wheel drive, so it gives you a little bit more of that exploration going up into the mountains, having that safety of four-wheel drive to make your excursions a little bit more adventurous. So let's go ahead and get into it, starting from the outside, and then we'll work our way inside. Slide over here, we got our tires. They are the 70R 19.5s, and it is on the Continental. Sliding over here for our passenger's door, you do have a nice little step up here, the big beefy truck mirrors to help you see everything behind you. Here is our blinker for that side view blind spot detector camera. And then you do have a nice little grab bar to enter the coach gracefully. And then sliding up here, we do have our Girard GG. It's the lateral arm electric awning with the LED lights. And then we have our frameless dual pane windows. Of course, we have to have an exterior entertainment system. So you do have your TV here and the JBL sound bar. And for our first baggage door here, we do have it's the side swing aluminum compartment doors with a double latch, which makes it kind of nice and a little bit more reliable. So if one of those latches kind of go out, you still have that secondary latch, and it's kind of easier to kind of slam them shut. Above that is our Suburban. Slide on over to our next baggage door. Again, the double latch, and it is all plastic lined, so it's easier to clean. Right above that, we have our Truma AquaGo, which is our tankless water heater. And in our last compartment, we have our generator, our Cummins Onan 8,000 kilowatt generator. And then you do have a propane hookup right here if you'd like to hook up a barbecue, and then you do have an emergency shutoff in that bay as well. Slide into the rear of the coach. Starting up at the top, we do have our nice little backup camera there. Directly below that, we have a window, which is going to be in our master bath, just to kind of give it a little bit more natural light and make it feel a little bit bigger inside, which I love. And then sliding down here, we have our plug-in here for our braking, for our lights for your tow vehicle, and this is also equipped with a 12,000 pound towing capacity. And then directly across from that, that's just going to be our exhaust for that generator. Perfect. Another thing on the roof, we do have solar, 3 panels that are going to be 200 watts each, and then we do have the WineGuard Connect. It's the 2.0 Wi-Fi 4G LTE up there as well. All right, in our first bay here, we have our tanks, our black tank and our gray tanks to be 44 gallons, and then we have our fresh tank, which is going to be 75 gallons. So tremendous tank power here on a shorter vehicle. And we have our little hose slinky. I'm not going to open it, but that's just somewhere you can store your slinky without having to find somewhere to store it. Just gives it a nice designated area to kind of keep that spot clean so it's not rolling around in there. Right here is our wet bay. So this is where we will pull the valves here to kind of dump our gray and our black. And then you do have another little tank monitoring system here that will show you all of your levels as well as the battery. And then here is where your filter will go, but it is winterized at the moment, so that's why we don't have any filter in it. Directly above this, you do have a dual fill tank for your diesel fuels, but it does conjoin to 66.5 gallons of fuel there. Right over here in this bay is going to be our shore power cord right here, which is on an automatic reel. Love having that, especially in hot temperatures or even freezing temperatures. It just makes it a lot easier to automatically reel that in and not having to kind of fight with the cord to get it in there just exactly how you want. Alrighty, and in the last bay here, in the first little cubby hole, we have our 3,000 watt Xantrax and our controller up above. And then we have our 330 amp hour lithium Dragon battery system. So it's a 3,000 watt inverter, all that lithium power and all of that solar. This is a great unit for boondocking purposes, so you don't really have to go to any campgrounds needing to plug in. This gives you the versatility to kind of take it anywhere you'd like. Alrighty, this is the driver's seat. I'm just gonna hop in a little bit just so you can kind of see a little bit of an overview. So a bigger dash up here, and then we have a nice big steering wheel with all of our controllers. Here is where we will put it in neutral, reverse, and drive. And then there is one right here. Don't want to forget to show you, you have the electric pedals. That's super nice just to make your drives a little bit more comfortable. And then this will be for your parking brake. But you do have the hill assist, you have cruise control, and then you also have your nice little engine brake over here. I know it's kind of hard to see with you guys being in that direction, but I don't want to forget to point it out. You do have a 2-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive high, or 4-wheel drive low. So you have 3 different driving modes to kind of help with any kind of weather conditions or road conditions that you're in, which is super nice. So that's kind of it, what I wanted to kind of show you guys in the driver's cockpit. If you guys have any other questions, you can definitely reach out to me, but I just wanted to point out some of the little things that I personally like. Now I'll go ahead and pop that hood. We'll go over some chassis stuff, and then we'll make our way inside. All right, perfect. Super easy to open that up with the little hydraulic opening hinges there. Keeps it open. But as you can tell, everything's within hand's reach. This is on a Ford F550 4x4, like I mentioned earlier. It's the XLT chassis. So it's gonna be the 6.7 liter Power Stroke V8 turbo diesel, which is the B20 engine with 825 pound-foot of torque. And it's on the 10-speed automatic. And then you do have the dual alternators. We have our chassis batteries over here, our oil dipstick, and transmission fluid, and wiper fluid right over there to the right. But everything is within hand's reach. I mean, it's super open and visible. You can kind of see everything. So it's kind of nice to have that. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and leave that open and we'll make our way inside. The slide is closed right now at the moment. But I'll kind of walk in there just to kind of show you guys how much room we have with the slides closed. But we do have our fire extinguisher right here to the right as soon as we open the doors to the coach. So that's kind of nice to have it accessible not only to the outside but the inside. And then I did want to point out, here is our leveling jacks. So you just go ahead and power that on, and then you push auto level, and just with a click of a button it'll level out your coach. Go ahead and turn that off again so I don't forget. Our battery disconnect is up here, so this is just a nice little power switch to kind of shut everything down. And then you do have a step override, so if your step is kind of giving you a fits, you can kind of use this button to kind of help you in a pinch just to get to where you need to go to get them looked at. And then you do have a nice little e-start just in a pinch too to kind of jump those batteries for you. Alrighty, now we can go ahead and make our way inside the coach here. So as you can tell, Renegade is really well known for having the most walking space when the slides are closed here. Most of the space will be in the kitchen, living room area, but once you get over here to our Murphy bed, you don't really have to do the sideways shuffle, but it just makes it a little bit more comfortable to do the sideways shuffle. But as you can see, it's a great floor plan, not only for you guys walking in the coach when you're going down the road, but also for pets as well. Alrighty, now I'll go ahead and open up this slide so we can really see how much space we have in here. Whoops, sorry, my bad. Finger slipped. So this is gonna be the Hampton decor, the gray, the white cabinets, and you do have vinyl flooring throughout. This is your one and only slide, which is a full wall slide, all electric. Alrighty. Now the slide's completely open. You guys can see tremendous amount of space in here. And we'll go ahead and start in our bathroom, sorry. All right, so I love this floor plan, not only for the bathroom and the Murphy bed, because it really opens everything up, being able to put that bed away when you're not using it, but I love how everything's separated inside this bathroom. You just have your shower and then your toilet and your sink. It's not like in a circular motion. You kind of can have your own space in each designated area. The shower is a very decent size, and you actually have the glass shutters here to kind of, I know they're a little bit harder to clean, but it just looks a little bit more residential. So as long as you keep upkeep on the glass, you'll be good. Right here we have a nice little blackout screen. I love having that window for that natural light, as I mentioned when we're outside. And then you do have your nice little fan up here to keep it nice and ventilated when you are using the restroom. Here is our medicine cabinet. Nice little towel rack, our little circular sink. And then of course we have some storage directly under that. And then this is where your toilet paper holder is, nice and hidden away. So you don't have to kind of accidentally knock it off the wall, hit it with your knee, anything like that. Huge closet area for some hanging space. And then I like how they added this little shelf. It's perfect for some shoes, towels, anything you kind of need up there, so you're not just piling everything in. And then I did want to just kind of point out down below here, just for your heating and insulation, and it being a 4-season coach, this is where your fresh water tank is. Perfect. And then right over here, you do have your little up and down for your fans and your controllers for your lighting. Just wanted to point that out really quick. So you can do that inside of the coach as well, inside of the bathroom as well. You do have a little pocket door here. So it's nice and hidden away. You can just go ahead and close that up. Another control panel here for your lighting. So the same exact thing that you can do in here, you can do out here as well, except this one does have an extra section here to start your generator. Nice little full body mirror here, which is located in the bedroom area. And now I'll go ahead and show you. So I love how this is a couch, but this is where your main sleeping area is. The only thing you have to take off are these little armrests with the cup holders in them. So I'll go ahead and do that really quick. Nothing too major. I really like how you don't have to take these cushions off, because it just turns into like a little futon. So if you did want to just take a nap really quick, or you have a toddler or a kid that wants to take a nap in the middle of the day or still needs to do that, you don't have to pull out the whole entire bed, and you don't have to get creative with the little bunk overhead. So this makes it a nice, quick, easy option to take a nap and still be able to use all the space inside of here. But if you are ready to get some shut-eye and go to bed, we can just go ahead and pull this bed down. Got to get the mattress itself to actually fall with it. There we go. And everything is manual, so you don't have to rely on any electric motor or anything like that. Especially if you are going to be using this to boondock, you want to save all the electricity that you can. Even with your solar and your generator and all that, it's still kind of nice to have something a little bit more reliable and manual, especially something that you use every day. So we do have a nice little charging section right over here, USB and USB-C, as well as 12 volts. Nice little section here to put your water. And then we have a cubby on either side, just for some storage. And then you have another window, which also duals as an emergency exit right there. But still, nice little setup here for your bed. This is, they call it a miniature king. Sorry, I did write down what the specs were here for how big the bed was. So it is a 65 by 72 inch bed, just to kind of give you guys a better idea. I know there's only so much you could do when you're watching a video. It's definitely something I would come in to see and test out. But right over here is going to be all of our storage and where we have our TV. And I'll go ahead and just open this up so you guys can see really quick. There we go. So you have the bigger drawer, the smaller one on the bottom. And then some more storage in here. We can kind of get creative, put totes, any big things like that. And then this is just a little access point here for all of your electronics for the control boards and everything. And then you have your sound bar and your TV directly across from the bedroom, which is nice. And then also directly across from that couch when it is set up to that. Here is our little pantry here. So I like how they split it into two, so you have kind of two shelves, and then you also have two built-in drawers. More storage directly above the fridge. Then we do have the Norcold fridge here. Kind of open that up for you guys without getting in the way. Sorry, should have stayed over there. There we go. But yeah, it's a 10 cubic foot, 12 volt stainless steel compressor refrigerator. And then this is our microwave. So this is a 1.7 cubic foot stainless steel convection microwave. All the convection accessories are going to be up here on the bed. I like to take them out just because they are a little noisy. So if you ever go on a test drive, you don't want to forget to kind of take those out, or even when you're traveling. Right over here is our little touchscreen controller. So right here is just showing us an overview of everything. So we have our on and off, all of our tank capacities, and then we have our heating and cooling here, generator start and stop, and then the house and chassis batteries. Right here is just for all of our lighting. So whatever you have on already, you can see they're highlighted, so every single light is on, including the bathroom and in the main living area. If you just happen to turn a few off like that, and then you turn everything off, now everything's off. When you go to turn it back on, it'll only turn on what you had on when you hit the off button. So that's kind of cool. It automatically configures that for you, so you don't have to go and click every one every single time. Here is just your control center here, and then with your two fans. Whoops. Here for your in-motion satellite, and then the shade for the bunk is electric. And then you have your awning controllers and that slide controller in here. And the last one is just for your settings. But back into the kitchen, these are the solid surface countertops, and then you have your two electric burners here for that true induction. Do have a nice little upgraded kitchen window that you can open, and then your circular sink and the faucet that does extend to easily clean and wash your dishes. Go ahead and put this cover back in. And then you do have some extra counter space here that can pop up, so when you're prepping food or even washing dishes, you can kind of set them over here to dry. Always use your space wisely, especially when you're in an RV. And then directly across from this kitchen area, you do have your theater seats. And that's where I kind of put the little cup holders from the bed here. So I'll just move them over really quick. But the theater seats, you do have two lap belts in here, so you can safely seat up to 4 people. And this part does kind of come out and down for some extra cup holders. And then you do have some USBs in here for charging as well. Window up above, blackout shades again that are manual. And then you do have some storage up here. And then you have the nice curtain up here as well to kind of block off this to give yourself some privacy for that master bed. Alrighty. And then I forgot to show you too, but these are manual theater seats, so you just pull them and it will kind of come up. Can do it for you. Oops. So they do come out. Again, manual, a lot more reliable, but it is nice to also have electric, so it just depends on whatever you're comfortable with. And the last little bit of storage here, I kind of like how this is right next to this bed, because it's another spot where you can kind of sleep another adult, or if you have a guest, you can kind of throw them up here. They have their own charging area, a little cubby hole on either side, their own little skylight, privacy curtain, and then you also have somewhere where they can hang their stuff. I know it's only 2 little rods here for coats and stuff, but you can get creative. They have their own counter space, and then another cubby too where they can put their backpack to kind of keep it out of the way. They don't have to keep all their stuff up there in the bed. But yeah, and this is the microwave stuff, and you have your ladder that will come in here. I have to rearrange the cushions a little bit, but it does come in nice and flush here. But that is going to wrap it up for our 2024 Renegade Verona. Again, my contact information's right here, but it'll also be below. My name's Taylor. You can call me for any questions, comments, or concerns at 970-388-7937. Thanks again for tuning in, guys, and have a great day.